We all know what is the right thing to do, and yet often fail to deliver. Why? Just simply, why? Put your body straight, and everything will naturally fall in line all by itself. If you feel lazy, I promise you, it's not your fault. It's not like you're being immoral. When you feel constantly exhausted, anxious or depressed and feel the need to relax, and you feel like you must seek comfort, you're doing that because you actually need that. But there is something wrong with you, and it is your You will be depressed and no idea why. Without energy, baby. To be successful, you need to act. And in order to act, you need energy. But absolutely nothing will replace. So here's the deal. Why no one explains this very simple fact? If you collect all the 3 major pillars of success, you are on track. This is all you need. How to get stuff done. When a little bro said, "Stop arguing about what a man is. Be one." He meant this exact thing. Who is controlling Patrick Bateman?
But even after admitting this, there is no catharsis. My punishment continues to elude me, and I gain no deeper knowledge of myself. No new knowledge can be extracted from my telling. This confession has meant nothing.
I've been fascinated by the human nature lately. We all know what is the right thing to do, and yet often fail to deliver. Why? Just simply, why? Why don't we just do it? You know what to do, and yet you just procrastinate. Why? What's the point? Like, really? Why? Just do it! And yet, you choose not to. Why are we like this? What's wrong? Who is controlling Patrick Bateman? The human predicament. We can only do one thing to make sure that force that is required to overcome the hill is as small as possible. You need to create the best environment so you can easily push yourself and get rolling. Rolling is so easy. Alternative is gonna be really hard. Do not attach unnecessary weights to your body, or you'll never overcome the hill. You have limited energy to push that rock up on the hill, and you cannot keep doing this to yourself. You are just a human. You don't have energy to get started with any task? You just wanna lay in bed? This is not normal. But don't you worry. The solution is simple and actionable. This is the foundation of how to become successful. This is going to be a full and comprehensive guide on how to get started with anything. It contains everything you need to know and hear. The last video you will have to watch the full picture, and we will go even beyond only knowledge. Yes, we will penetrate the knowledge barrier. And at the end you will understand how does this make any sense. Let me give you a complete picture of what we are going to go through. Put your body straight, and everything will naturally fall in line all by itself. This idea will follow us throughout the whole video and link back to this basic idea. If your body is not in shape, nor will be your mind. Once you start doing the fundamentals, you will have all the energy and confidence and passion you could ever ask for in the world. You will want to strike into the unknown, and you won't even think twice. Then we will talk about psychology, knowing yourself, meaning, confidence and passion, focus, resilience, and all motivation. Okay, I'll break it down in 2 parts, physiology and psychology. If you feel lazy, I promise you, it's not your fault. It's not like you're being immoral. Laziness is not inbuilt in your genes. That's not how it works. When you feel constantly exhausted, anxious or depressed and feel the need to relax and you feel like you must seek comfort, you're doing that because you actually need that. Nothing is wrong with you. You have not failed morally. But there is something wrong with you, and it is your body. Something is wrong with your diet, you're malnutrition, you have some food sensitivity, stomach issues of a kind like IBS, some form of metabolic issue, or simply, as in most cases, you're not moving your body or not eating healthy. Fix your stomach and diet, move your body and you will fix 90% of your problems. Virtually everything will fall in line naturally. Just trust the process. You just need a functioning body and a little push. If your body doesn't function well, if it's malnutritioned, your brain is malnutritioned, then your mind, which simulates reality, will malfunction. This simulation is severely dependent on the function of your body. You will be depressed and no idea why. You will find enemies everywhere, as if people are after you. You will be timid, emotionally sensitive, etc. Depression is most of the time a symptom of an underlying cause that starts with the body. Inflammation, hormonal dysregulation, chronic illness, nutrient deficiencies, gut-brain axis problems, etc. If you don't have enough energy, you will see the word bleak, uninteresting, shallow, or worse. You need energy. It's one of the most important things you can cultivate to cure your depression, and even more, gain the ability to get enthusiastic once again, get your passion back for life, feel sensations you haven't felt in a long while. If you feel like you're unable to do things, if you feel like it's all hopeless, I promise you, it's just a feeling. It starts with your body not making the right hormones. Your feelings are not reality, remember. Your mind is your brain. It needs the right hormones and nutrients. You can cultivate that by putting your body first and treating it well. This section will consist of 3 parts, explaining how to cultivate more energy and feel alive once again with passion. All about energy, baby. To be successful, you need to act. And in order to act, you need energy. It's a must. You cannot hunt without energy. You cannot focus without energy. There is no future without energy. It's like someone telling you just work hard, or whatever stand-up catchphrase they pull out from their sleeves that they heard from the boomers. No seed will grow in a poisoned, sick ground. If you don't have energy, you will literally feel depressed. You need to conjure it up as much of it as possible. For example, if you move your body, your mitochondria count will increase by 700%. Just move your body for the first day, you will immediately feel its effects and you will feel amazing after. If you feel tired or out of energy, just work out. Paradoxically, it will give you more energy. It's crucial, it's essential. And I'm saying moving your body because you don't have to go to the gym. You can just go outside, local park, streets, or at home, lift whatever you find, bodyweight training, etc. And it's also the best predictor for longevity. There is literally nothing else out there that would be as good as a predictor for longevity as just moving your body. Forget the pills or whatever supplements. They can serve a purpose, of course, but absolutely nothing will replace moving your body. Nothing. The moving your body chapter will consist of 3 parts. High intensity interval training. This may be the most important part of all of this. It increases your testosterone levels. It's a must hormone for healthy males. Workout increases testosterone and it increases your motivation, your confidence levels, your stress resilience. Low testosterone levels have been consistently associated with increased risk of depression, anxiety, irritability, and mood swings. It's basically a cheat code for men. Makes you confident, believe in yourself, you'll be able to focus up easily, a lot of energy, you're gonna wanna act and do things. It also massively improves and enhances your immune system and increases mitochondrial function, efficiency, and count. Read this wall of text if you're interested. Also increases fat loss, and the list goes on, blah blah blah, not like everyone cares. Even after the first exercise, you will feel all of its effects. Now here's what you do for high intensity interval training. Run or cycle or swim or whatever similar type of cardio, but it has to be done at 90 to 100% of your maximum output of energy. You run at maximum tempo for 15 seconds, then you switch to jogging for like 30 seconds. You keep repeating this for like 4 to 12 times until you feel you're dead. Basically, try to run out of breath. Do it 2 or 3 times a week, spread out. You can do this in 10 to 20 minutes, there's literally no excuse for it. Resistance training. You must do this 2 or 3 times a week. Push-ups, squats, weightlifts, pull-ups, planks. All of this you can do at home, get some weights for literally $30 or get creative, doesn't matter. Now here's the key, you do it until it hurts, then 5 extra. Do like 3-4 reps each, but take it seriously and do it slowly. It's not about speed, it's about the work done. Do the work. It has similar health benefits as high intensity interval training, but I won't detail it because it doesn't matter. Cardio. It's very simple. It's mostly for your heart and longevity. It has similar health benefits as all the other exercises. It's relatively easy to just check out and just run, but it could reduce your testosterone levels, so you cannot skip on all the other trainings. You must do all the 3. Put genuine effort into all the 3 workout types, and if you haven't worked out in a long while, just take baby steps and you'll be fine. Turn this into a habit in 20 days, and in 60 days it will become natural. But there is a prerequisite for workout. Without this, your body has a much harder or impossible time to repair and function even if you work out. This magical thing leads us to the next topic. This is an insanely complex topic and we could talk about this for hours and hours and dig through hundreds of studies, and if there's a demand for it, I can make a more detailed video about this, but I will try to keep it as short as possible and as informative as possible for this time. Okay, so this is the too long didn't read. Don't listen to the carnivores, or the vegetarians, or the vegans. Don't listen to the whatever, the keto people, the paleo people, the nightshade people. All you need is variety. Variety for your gut bacteria and variety of nutrients. All these diets in themselves have some advantages and disadvantages. They can be really useful for certain cases and conditions, of course, which I could reveal in a future video. But here are some basic ideas what your diet should be. Only eat whole foods and fresh foods. An average person needs 1 gram per body weight kilogram per day amount of full spectrum protein. Try to make sure your food is sourced from a high quality place. Have an eating window of 6 to 12 hours. Try to take care of your gut microbiome. The brain and gut axis has been discussed for a while now, and it's been out there for a couple of years now. Here is a list of great basic foods. Maybe do you have some food sensitivity? Try removing everything and only keep meat, then add back food one by one. They lace our food with different types of chemicals like coloring, taste amplifiers, other stuff like emulsifiers, like the most common one is soy lecithin, and the most common food sensitivity is soy. So let's talk about all the toxic and inflammatory food, processed, ultra processed foods. So how do we define it? Let's say something that is wrapped in plastic, and let's say it contains one weird chemical that you don't recognize that is not real food, like the soy lecithin. General rule of thumb, the more processed it is, the worse. Avoid fast food like plague. Try to not mix oil and carbs. Too much carbs can negatively affect your energy levels. Sleep. Very simple, have a sleep schedule, sleep for 8-9 hours. Don't eat before bed 2 or 4 hours. Don't work out before bedtime 4-6 hours. Your body needs to drop temperature to sleep well and needs to have low heart rate to optimum sleep, so no stress. Magnesium could help. Hot shower 30 minutes before bed could help, relaxes your muscles and calms you down. Now let's talk about huge no-nos that affect your energy levels negatively, focus, and your mind. Many ways how you can drain yourself and disrupt all the great work you are doing already. No drugs, obviously, and this also includes caffeine. It is categorized as a drug, fatigues your adrenal gland in the long run. I would only recommend using it for short periods. You are borrowing energy from tomorrow. So be careful with caffeine, and maybe you should consider something like green tea. Corn cooks your motivation completely, rewires your brain. It's a lot gonna be about redirecting your focus. Redirect your passion from vices to real goals that bear real meaning in the world, something valuable you can be proud of. If you get into the zone, you will forget about all the other addictions. Infection, bacterial growth, mouth hygiene that can mess up your stomach, bad bacteria count could ruin your gut bacteria, then it ruins your brain, then your brain gets foggy. As we talked about, get your gut straight, and if it is filled with bad bacteria, then it will affect your ability to focus and function properly. Absence of mouth hygiene could lead to anxiety, stress, and it is associated with heart disease. Try to figure out if there's mold in the house. Okay, so everything you do after this will get orders of magnitude easier. To finally do the thing you need to do, the psychology of doing things, everything will fall in place naturally. Again, this is all true, this is all fundamental, you cannot skip any of these steps. Just getting started is a huge step forward. Turn it into a habit, so you don't think about it after. Even if you just take baby steps, that is fine too. Just make conscious effort. You cannot cure psychological issues without tackling the body issue first. This is why the first section is so crucial and so fundamental and necessary for the second step. Psychology. All the previous section geared us up for this section. So here's the deal. Why no one explains this very simple fact when we are talking about psychology? Understand the full picture of what you have to do and you'll be at peace because there's nothing else that's gonna be left to think about because you will know what to do. Your brain is a tool, a machine. Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers. Just try it. Change your perspective so your entire perceived reality can change. Now let's try a different approach. Ask, how can I get this job done? And you'll get an answer. So just try to ask the right questions. Like, what is my identity? Who am I? What do I value? What makes me excited? What do I believe in? Who am I? Without knowing who you are, you don't know where you are headed. You don't know where you are, you cannot know where to head. You need to know what you desire, and for that you need to know who you are. Your identity is not arbitrary. You are a unique person with your own personal interest that is engraved in you. Find it, then ask, okay, so where do I wanna go? What are my goals? Meaning of life is just an emotionalized, humanized version of having a goal in life. You feel like this end goal makes sense. You feel like what you do makes sense. You feel like it will serve a purpose. You feel like there is a point, a purpose to this goal. It aligns with your values. It's an inner feeling. People mix their feelings with reality. So you need to know who you are, where you are, what you value, what you desire, and then based on that, find a meaningful goal and pursue it with passion. Your passion is found in energy. How to get passionate if you're depressed or if you're just indifferent to life. This is why it's so important to get the first part right in the video. Get your body straight. So you need energy so you can get your passion back, your life force back, and that faraway dot won't appear that far anymore, as if it was right next to you. You won't even feel like it's far away, as if everything is possible now. The world is your oyster. It's not about grinding your life away for no reason. Find something that gives you meaning and chase that with passion. If you don't know who you are, this is how you're gonna end up in different cults or different radicalized groups that you even may end up changing on a weekly basis. If you don't know who you are, others will tell you. You cannot seek answers from the outer world. It is only found within, or you end up being defined by others. Know who you are. If you know where you are, but have no life goals that you are aiming at, yet you have this inner or outer push to succeed, that is the very definition of anxiety. You have that life force, that fire that is pushing you, but you are just wandering aimlessly with no purpose. That push is in you. Find an inspiration, motivation in something, and commit to something to pursue. Now, if you don't have an inner life force to push to a direction, it's because you're lacking passion, or you are just numbing yourself with different stimulants or stimulations and distractions. If you collect all the 3 major pillars of success, you are on track. This is all you need. How to get stuff done. Do the following fundamental steps. Think, then act. Wow. Put emphasis on acting, then reflect on what you did. Think, rinse and repeat. Most people are not missing information, but lack action. Get your body straight, then just do things. Anything. Just doing things will reveal to you what you want to do eventually. Just do something, or do it scared. It doesn't matter. Just do things. There are also many guides out there how to get organized. Choose your favorite or make up one, whatever works for you. Just do things. Acting is crucial. Everything else is just noise. Life hack. Go to bed with thoughts of what you wanna do next day. You will wake up with those exact thoughts. Life hack over. Bottom line is, no matter what is going on, did you do your thing or did you not? Gain back your agency. Stop being on an autopilot. Stop being an NPC. Stop the brain rot by stop defaulting to pleasure and escape. Experience that momentary discomfort. Feel it. Really feel it. Sit in it. Be present. Focus up. Does it feel impossible to just do any of your tasks? Being in this perpetual motion of nonchalantness? You don't even remember what does it feel like to feel anything anymore. The brain rot. When was the last time you sat in silence alone and didn't reach for your phone or any kind of sort of distraction? When was the last time when you actually got into a flow state without feeling an itch for a kind of distraction like social media, Discord or something? Just be bored. Get rid of all the distractions. Stop stimulating yourself. Why do all these things exist? Who benefits? Are they in your best interest? Who are they? They are forming you, kept in a cage. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake. Whenever you get distracted, just try sitting in the cock chair, get bored, then go back to work. Rinse and repeat. The paradox of hedonism is that the pursuit of pleasure leads to anhedonia, which is the inability to enjoy pleasure of any kind. This is why porn addicts go deeper and deeper, find themselves roped to a bed in BDSM suit, trying to squeeze the last drop of pleasure out of their body that is left in them. But there is none left. Only numbness. You are numbing yourself, losing your senses, your sensitivity to feel anything. You are stimulating your body until your dopamine receptors all burn out. You are leaving Earth metaphorically, and as day and night bends together, weeks and months pass by without it registering. And then all of a sudden, people default to pleasure because their body is in stress. Could be physiological stress, as something is going wrong with their body, and that stress, like low-level inflammation, joint pain, all that in the long run exhausts you of all of your energy, and this stress makes you seek relief in a form of pleasure. Or it could be psychological stress, feeling in a void, something that you feel like you need in life, something essential you don't have. Could be no relationship or an unfulfilled life, no purpose and goals, no friendship. And this is how you die. You slowly narrow your senses as it atrophies away. All that is left is a hollow self, indifferent to all. This psychological anxiety you are so afraid of is also a force that pushes you forward. It's here to help. His friend. Use it to your advantage. Stop multitasking and overstimulating. There is this ADHD epidemic that I believe is socially fueled, bare minimum amplified. Social media is killing your attention span and all your desires and passion for life. Bring your attention to what you want to do. Focus on your goals. And when you find yourself lost in thoughts or doing stuff you are not supposed to do, notice it and bring back your attention to your task. You need to be able to see the full picture of what you are doing and where you are headed, or you will feel lost. Break the ideas down, but your mind will always lose the chain of thought if you are constantly just being distracted. You don't even know what you are doing anymore. Why on earth would you even be motivated or inspired anymore? And if you focus, you will naturally slowly get in the flow state and everything will just click. What you need is HDR, not ADHD. High dynamic range of your senses. Experience everything. Feel them. And feel the highs, feel the lows. Feel them close to your heart. Otherwise, it all just blends together. and you only feel the constant monotone nothingness. Because the other side.
I once saw the face of God. A vast and sudden silence among the noisy heavens. That evening I dreamed I listened to one side of a conversation I should not have overheard. I do not watch the skies anymore. I do not look up.
Lethargy and indifference is the first sign of getting into a bleak, lifeless, unobserving kind of life mindset. It's not reality, it's a symptom. Gain back your senses. Get your full dynamic range of your senses. So about focus. When was the last time you tried to sit in silence? Try it. Now look around. You would be surprised how quickly you get used to it. Try it. Now look around and observe. Is this really the life you chose to live in? Or the one you just settled in? Okay, there's this one little trick you might have heard of that will help you focus up. Are you judging yourself all the time? Voices are talking? Or you cook chat? Get out of your dreamland. Return to the present reality. Mental presence. It's about being present. It's about being mindful. Seeing what is. Instead of judging things, even yourself, especially yourself. You would be surprised how effective it is. Even for normal people, but especially who are terminally online or are in terminally distracted mode, perma-scrolling, doom scrolling, brain rotted, people who feel like their life is in autopilot mode. For them, this will be huge. Try to practice a 5 to 10 minute basic meditation routine. Just try to focus on your breath or the surrounding sounds or bodily sensations or all the three, switching them up. Notice your feelings arising. Separate yourself from it by merely observing it. It's not you. Then it will slowly fade away, as all feelings naturally do. Rinse and repeat. When your attention wanders off and thoughts appear, do the same. Notice it. It's not you. Then return your attention to the exercise. Rinse and repeat. You can practice daily. Also, you can just start noticing things, like how a workout session made you feel, how a certain food made you feel, how to be aware of your body. Understanding its signaling is fundamental for your health, mentally and physically, and to simply just remember how you felt in that moment. And when you feel like garbage next time, you will remember what to do. So just stop this madness. Clear your mind. This mind fog will slowly lift and life will slowly start to make sense once again, and then slowly you will realize what is the right thing to do. Find confidence. Confidence sells, it riles people up, it leads the way. Everyone is mesmerized by it, it inspires people. After your body is put straight and you have physiological confidence, now you need psychological confidence. To know you're capable, you have to prove it to yourself. You can only do it by doing things. No need to set crazy goals at first, baby steps. Confidence will be cultivated in the long run. Just focus and have agency. Little by little, every day. You need to take back control, one step at a time, so you feel like there's a future. As you slowly get some small successes, you slowly build up psychological confidence, faith in the future that you want to build, and you will attract that future. When a little bro said, "Stop arguing about what a man is, be one," he meant this exact thing. It comes from the body, from the inner, from testosterone. No one thinks about how to be a man or how to be a woman and then act it out. They feel it inside. It's a feeling. And then you act it out. This is why you have to take care of your body first. Put your body first. Then you have the best chance to be the best version of yourself. This is your best bet. Be the best version of yourself. Resilience. You always have to start over. Always. Just let it go. Look at the pros. They're not complaining. They are analyzing, understanding, starting over. You have to push through that 0 point of frustration with failure, incompetence, and push it until feelings are not your focus, but winning. Get in the zone. Learn to let go of previous projects, failures. Do not get attached. There's a new day, a new beginning, every day. With every project, you always have to start over because what is the alternative really? Stop focusing on the "are we there yet?" You are running a marathon, not a sprint. If you ever did some distance running, you know the beginning is always painful in the first kilometer until you get to the point where you just check out and then it becomes smooth. But in the first kilometer, you would just want to stop. Stop focusing on the pain or the harshness of the road. Focus on the goal. You will lose everything. Your comforts, your illusions, the certainty you thought you had. It all goes, and it should. They called him the wisest man in Athens, but he knew only one thing, that he knew nothing. Not out of modesty, because everyone else claimed they knew. They built their lives on it. You want control, but maybe the only real power is learning to let go. I cannot teach you anything. I can only make you think. He was hated for asking questions. They said I corrupted the youth. But all he did is hold up a mirror and they didn't like what they saw. You gotta keep taking baby steps every day. The real winners are always the resilient ones. Always. The best predictor, even better than being the best and the most intelligent. If you stop, that is the real failure. Until you pick it up again. You only lose and fail when you stop. Just as learned hopelessness, you can learn resilience. This is why you need small wins. Start small, and you always have to start over. I wanted to find out then and quickly whether I was loose like everyone else or a man. Whether I can step over barriers or not, whether I dare stoop, pick up or not, whether I'm a trembling creature or whether I have the right. It's all on you. Life cannot give you anything. Life owes you nothing. The universe owes you nothing. Anything humanity has ever achieved is because we carved that path out. Throughout the millennia and millions of peoples working together, synchronously. Life never gave us lemons. We made them. We crossbred them. We were always on our own master, our own God. And we grew up to the task. Lock in. If there are rich billionaires who have it easier, there are also starving children in Africa. None of these thought patterns will resolve any of your problems. Lock in! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're optimist or pessimist, or whether you can or cannot. All that are just emotions, distraction from action. You can always find a reason why you don't wanna or cannot. Whether you're full of joy or depressed, you will find a reason to justify your own feelings. None of that matters, but one thing. Did you do the thing you need to do, or did you not? Lock in. Interface with reality, not with your emotions. Test reality, not your mind. Get your body straight so you won't have to face challenges with the instinct of fear, but you're gonna have all the confidence and energy to conquer. Stop apologizing for making a point, for having a thought, or creating something. Anything meaningful you have to say, it will be against the interest of someone, will upset someone, and sometimes that is necessary.
There's a great line from Rick and Morty. where Rick says or does something that's honest but controversial and everyone's booing. He says, you know, your boos don't mean anything to me. I've seen what you people cheer for. And I have to tell you, like, I felt that when I heard it. Like, it's a cartoon, but I felt that because I thought, yeah, like what the crap, like if you wanna conduct the orchestra, you know, you got to turn your back on the audience. Like, if you want to do something beautiful, you have to do something different very often, and you have to do it in a very unafraid way.
Anyone who climbs higher, the more hyenas are collecting to consume them. Void creatures reaching from the abyss, trying to pull you down. The higher you climb, the more they despise who climbs. People will constantly attack you in life. One of their main weapons will be to instill in you doubts about yourself, your worth, your abilities, your potential. They will often disguise this as their objective opinion, but invariably, it has a political purpose. They want to keep you down. Get it twisted.
Lock in. Get it twisted? If you lock in, you can do anything? Motherfucker. Get it twisted. Your actions impact nothing. Your fate is predetermined. The only thing that you can change is your reaction to it. You can do anything you set your mind to. The world is a playground designed for you and only you to achieve your highest level ambitions. If you wait 90 minutes to wake up until you drink your first cup of coffee, nothing can stop you. If you duct tape your mouth when you fall asleep, nothing can stop you. Get it twisted? You are a pawn in a universe chess match. You mean nothing to God, if they even exist. You're a rounding error. You're 2 pennies on a Fortune 500 company's balance sheet. They don't care about you in the slightest. Get it twisted? Everybody gets what they deserve in this life. If you put in effort, you can achieve anything. Successful people are better people. Get it twisted? The circumstances surrounding your birth determine where you are going to go. Nothing else matters at all. Your own level of education, your attitude, your level of effort, your friends, your network, your business, your credentials. Motherfucker!
You'll never be ready. Stop using even this video for procrastination. Start getting your body straight. Then you gotta get over the first step, the hardest step, the first push to break the cycle. Then do it scared. It's never gonna be perfect, and that's okay. Nothing will save you from doing things. You have to. You're gonna end up doing things, now or later. Out of your own volition or not, but you will be doing things. No any other way around it. Rather, start finding a way now.
Do thousands of push-ups, because I'm not allowing myself to become civilized. You lose that fight. You lose that. Why the fuck am I doing this shit? I'm good. You ain't good, man. You ain't never fucking arrive. And that's just my mentality. You may have more, but you never arrive. You want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people. Period. We have 2 voices in our mind. And boy, I know they're true. I've heard them. I hear them now. And they're real. There's that one voice. That voice I used to love to hear. We love to hear. It's that soft one. That soft one. Voice that says sleep the in. It's okay. It's that coddling voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit. And says it's going to be okay. Well, there's another motherfucking voice that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's that demon voice that whispers in your ear that says, get up, motherfucker. You're not good enough. You gotta work harder. You haven't put enough time in. That voice you want to run away from. It's that voice you don't want to hear. But guess what? It's that voice you need to fucking listen to. Every foot strike that hits the pavement, that's how I feed myself. Motherfuckers look for inspiration. Inspiration's found in every footstep you take. Every grass step, an iron bar. All that shit, all the miles in the pool. Inspiration's found in suffering. In life, a lot of us believe that we're working much harder than we actually are. We think if we fucking got up early for 4 days, we earned something. You gotta drop your entitled mindset. It's dead weight. We believe we work harder than we actually have. Trust me, most of us haven't. The one thing in life you gotta realize is this. Learn to help yourself. Don't count on other people to help you. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure. And the only way to overcome it is for you and you alone to face it. You have to do your best work when you're least motivated. So those days you don't want to do it, guess what you gotta do? You gotta suck it the fuck up and do it. Stay hard.
You are not an NPC, you are the main character of your own life. You can't just do things. Your entire life will change when you realize that stress and anxiety feed on idleness. When you take action, you starve them from oxygen that they need to survive. The answer is found in action. If you look at the world and say, that's what other people are doing, I'm just an observer, then you have this NPC mindset. You think you cannot
can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing, is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it. I think that's very important. And however you learn that, once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better, because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
Anyone who asks, are you happy, doesn't understand what they're talking about. It's not a question you ask from yourself daily. It's not really the goal of life, not what you min-max for. Only the weak min-max for that. All the successful know this, but not that therefore they are not happy. Notice, but simply not what they min-max for. It's not their priority in life, not their focus, but to get stuff done. Stop constantly seeking pleasure. Things do not just happen to you. This mentality is killing you. Things do not happen to you. You are in control. You happen to them. It's a mindset. Believe that you are special, that you are a unique thing, because you are. Ask the right questions. Have the right mindset. Be the change you wish to see in the world. If all you see is reality and never potential, then you are not just gonna have a sad life, but never make it beyond a regular average person in our society. It is all just crazy to you. It is all just delusions, impossibilities, and anyone having those thoughts just gonna make you roll your eyes. Haven't you heard? That is impossible. Then you're gonna roll your eyes. Motivation, inspiration, and then they just roll their eyes. Since they never felt such thing, you can easily recognize these people, that their eyes are always blank and dark. They don't seek anything grumpy, robotic, NPC-like, easily irritated and lifeless, simple fellas. You're always one arm's reach away from breaking into the market. What holds you back is fear. That awkward thing you did years ago. Yeah, no one remembers or cares. Have you heard of the law of attraction? It's not a meme, nor a magical spiritual force, but a basic follow-through of action and resilience. Just follow through with the plans, and as you go, you'll get closer. Very simple. If you always had a lot of ideas, then this is your calling. An important sign that you are capable of things.
Find a thing you like. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy. Because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy is extremely beneficial. Everybody thinks they're a loser. Every young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was at. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning. I wasn't really a loser. I just was someone who was like in a fucked up situation. And that gave me immense confidence and also a real understanding of the direct correlation between hard work and success.
You just need to commit. What are you thinking about daily? That is what you are. Cultivate the right desires. Replace vices with obsession of life goals. The government is spooking you and paralyzing you, so you fall in line. They spook you to make you think you gotta go through these paths that they made up for you. Otherwise, you are a failure. They are scaring you. Fear is a spook. It's not like you don't have what it takes. You're not lazy. You just need energy and find the passion. You just think you have time.
A rabbi had his students hold the scriptures over their heart when they were memorizing them, and they would say, "Why do we do this?" And he said, "So that when your heart breaks, they'll fall in. So that when your heart breaks, they'll fall in." And it's a beautiful idea, which is that heartbreak is actually your ego cracking. And the moment that cracks, you're in the experience of truth. That's when you can really become who you are. That's when you can really become who you are. But to get to who you are, it's like when a bone heals the wrong way. That's what a lot of people's entire personality is. It's like a bone that grew the wrong way. And that needs a snap, a crack. It hurts, but we're pain-avoiding creatures, so we're always running away from this pain. But the problem is, as we're running away from pain, we're still exactly in pain. The idea is no. Sink into what you are right now. Sink into what you are right now. I think that having your personality or your ego or crash can often mean that you were trying to be somebody that you aren't. And some people invest so much energy. Since they were a kid, their mother was telling them you should be like this. They're always working to hold up this giant tail feather. That's when they have anger outbursts, or suddenly their friends are like, you turned into someone that I've never met. I don't even know who that is. It's no. That is, you met them. You met underneath the tail feather. You met that thing that they're trying to avoid by looking up at this mask that they're holding up to the world. But that seething sea of disappointment, and anger, and horror, and sadness, that's where it's at, man. You got to go into that thing. And for some people, the only way they can go into that is by having a full-scale nervous breakdown, because then they can have permission to dive into that awful vortex of darkness, because underneath that vortex of darkness is paradise. Underneath that's love and happiness and joy and connection and tranquility. You can work out, and that will definitely give you a temporary good feeling. But until you address the internal structures that you haven't acknowledged, you're always going to go back to that place where you find yourself morose and depressed and angry, and you don't know why. You'll always go back to that place until you sit with the sadness inside of you. You have to do that.
All opportunities have a window. If you miss them, they are potentially gone forever. But I also have a good news for you. There are always new windows opening up. Always. Be present, play the game, and first, just do it scared. Then learn to let things go and start over again and again. Motivation is a cool drug, but it's not gonna move you forward. It's a feeling. Now you may feel things, but this moment will pass. The next day comes and everything goes back to normal. I'm begging you, you must get started. Emotions fade. Act is forever. There is literally no any other way around it. Only doing things. No matter what will happen, either way you will be doing things. Or you're gonna do things in the future. But there is no escape of it. You must act. Do you want to be defined and commanded by others? Be your own agent. Carve your space in the world that is you. And if you don't feel like it, again, I will repeat it It is because your body is in shambles. And that is why you feel horrible. You need to move your body and just eat healthy. You cannot get away from not acting. No matter what happens, you just gotta do something. Find a reason, a why. You can listen to all the motivational speeches all day long, and they all will say some of these above mentioned fundamental statements, and maybe it makes you feel good, and sometimes that is nice to hear. Some encouraging words, but you are not learning anything new. In fact, you are procrastinating. Now let's imagine this is all the motivation you can possibly hear. There is nothing left to speak of. This is it. You heard it all. Close this YouTube video before it's too late. This is the only way. Before.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
So quick summary. Just move your body, eat healthy, remove the vices, remove the constant stimulation. Now get to know who you are, where do you want to head, and get started with something small. Just cultivate a mindset of acting and just do stuff. You're always gonna have to start over, and that is okay. So better do something you care about, find meaning in pursuit goal. Find meaning in struggle, meaning in suffering. We could be yapping about this all day long, motivation or whatever structure on how to do things or argue about how right or wrong or accurate this assessment is. In the end, it all would end up being just what it is. Yapping.
Just try it for 90 days. Just try it. You can always go back to the old ways. Just try it. Just 90 days, 90 days. The world admires the doers.